right, there's me unmuted. There's you unmuted. There is that. I would never make fun of Troy. Relax. What's going on here? Hold on. Face. There it is. All right. Hey, Rich and Luke, episode 132. Say hello, Luke.
Well, we're now 2 weeks in a row, so we're
2 weeks in
officially
a row.
back.
Crazy. And we got a third. We got a third voice this week. We got NoFace. You want to say hello really quick?
Hello, really quick.
All right. Perfect.
Perfect.
Perfect. Yes. Um. Oh boy, draft. It's kind of the big news, I suppose. We're
It's
not
probably the
covering the
biggest
drama.
news.
Sorry, Alex.
What drama?
It barely registers anyway. It's like, oh no,
Oh,
the thing happened again.
oh, the homophobia thing.
uh yeah, no, we're gonna talk mostly draft. I kind of wanted to get one of the draftees in here, and just kind of give have that kind of angle for somebody who's new to the league and new to sim leagues even.
Yeah, if you go to the entry draft on the forum, they updated
Yeah,
it
yeah,
as
I've
well.
yep. I actually didn't check that beforehand, so I just pulled it up a few minutes ago, thinking, oh please, oh please.
No, they did. They
Yeah,
did.
yeah, that's good. That's good. So hey, No Face. I don't want to ask a question as broad and kind of like open ended as how was your draft experience, but um,
How was your draft
but right,
experience?
here comes the but. Um, how was it? Like, did you? I know this isn't your first. You're new to sim leagues, but this isn't your first sim league.
Yeah, yeah, that's correct. So I think so. My first one was SSL. Joined it maybe 4, 5 months ago. So I mean, in the grand scheme of things, still very new. Yeah, just sort of joined it on a complete random off chance of seeing the Reddit post. Absolutely fell in love with it. Sort of completely took over my life for
I mean,
about a
that's
month.
that's usually how it goes for a lot of things.
Yeah,
You
it's
find the
fun.
Reddit post, you're like, oh wait, this is like, be a player or whatever it is for FIFA. Plus, you're able to, you know, talk with other people. It's a great way to get into it.
Yeah, yeah, I had no idea what it was going to be. I'll be honest, I was like when I first joined, I thought it would be, oh, you'll like upgrade your player from like scoring goals and doing things, and then I was like, hang on, I've got to write a 600 word essay. I feel like I got absolutely scammed. No one
Welcome back.
pre-warned me of that. But
Welcome back to primary school, you know?
I know. It feels like being back at uni. No one warned me for this, so I'm not happy about that. But I've live and move on. But yeah, completely fell for it, and then yeah, joined ISFL and like SHL at the same time. I mean, I feel like SHL was inevitable just because the team that I'm on over in SSL Tokyo was just everyone there was in SHL, so it felt inevitable that I was gonna come over at some point. But no, it's been yeah, it's been really fun so far. To be fair, yeah, I've completely fallen in love with it.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's great. Yeah, no, because SSL started from Canada's, who was originally on the SHL, and then we didn't really have a good soccer sim league, but we had like American football, and other things, and baseball. But they're like he put in a lot of the groundwork, and SSL's been doing pretty good, and it also helps with like I don't have you ever seen hockey? I know the Britain has like the IEC whatever it is with the different teams, but what do you know about hockey?
Very very little. So I could probably only name you two players. Um, Before I did watch the finals of the Olympics today. I did watch that live,
That was great,
and that
wasn't it?
was yeah, that was insane. Yeah, that was good fun. I really enjoyed that. Um, yeah, I mean I'll watch sort of highlights occasionally on YouTube. I know the basics of the rules. I still don't fully understand offside, but that's sort of where I'm at. But yeah, outside of Wayne Gretzky and Sid Crosby, I probably couldn't name you
Boy,
any
you never
players
went
to be
to
honest.
like the Nottingham Panthers game or the
No,
the Fife Flyers wherever in Scotland.
No, I haven't. I haven't even ice skated before, but I want to though. I do want to, and I do. I do know. Fun fact that the former Chelsea goalkeeper. I don't know if either of you have heard of Petr Cech at all. If that name rings a bell.
I do know the lore that you're talking about, but I don't know him from a football sense. But I know
Okay.
he played goalie.
Yeah, so he played for Chelsea, which is like one of the biggest teams in the world at that point. And then after he retired, he started playing as a goalie in ice hockey in England. So I think he was on the Nottingham team for a little bit. I'm
Hell
not
yeah.
100% sure on that, but yeah. So I do want to ice skate at some point. I have looked into it. It's going to be an absolute travesty when it happens, but yeah, I mean, it sort of passes that initial like it's fun to watch as someone who doesn't know what's going on, which I feel like is a really big part of like getting into a sport in the first time. Because I feel like there's certain sports where it's like if you don't really understand what's going on, there's no particularly enjoyment in it. But I feel like ice hockey is one of those that even as a neutral that's not 100% sure what's going on, it's just fun to watch.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know. You are kind of similar to me in that way, in that I didn't really know hockey at all when I joined the SHL. Um,
Okay.
yeah, I knew a little bit. Like I grew up in a town where hockey was kind of a big deal, but like I never played. I never really paid that close attention to it. Um, my first my first player render was an actor. I didn't even know enough hockey players to really like choose a hockey player. Um, yeah, it was. I guess you've been in SSL for like 3 seasons. Is that about right?
This would be my third one now, yeah, if
Okay.
you include the academy. So yeah, I think it's about 4 or 5 months,
Oh,
give or
awesome.
take.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I wasn't.
Yeah,
I was
so
thinking back on that, and I couldn't quite nail it down because my SSL engagement level is not high. Um,
mhm.
that's fair enough.
But it must help, being able to transfer the PTs and stuff like that, so you don't have to do double homework.
Yeah, yeah, that's been. I think if I had to write like 150 words in each, I think I'd probably be on the verge of a mental breakdown, to be fair. But I
Yeah,
don't
no,
mind like the mini, like the 50-word ones. That's fine. I don't
those
mind
are
that.
fine.
I
You
could,
can
yeah,
smash the keyboard.
exactly. Yeah, if I
Yeah.
just type in
No,
enough letters, should be
Rich
all
and I
right.
were there back in the day in 2018, I believe, is when we actually switched over to an affiliate system with, I believe, just ISFL and PBE, and people had a lot of negative opinions on it, but now certainly, helped the league grow a lot, and also, like, people don't want to be doing three separate PT tasks.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, I think in a week if you're doing sort of that much. But yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, it's fun to complain, and I probably will complain about it. But 150 words a week is really not that much. I can just sort of knock it out on like a lunch break at work, and sort of
exactly.
I move on with my week. So yeah, I can't really complain about doing the 150 words. But when the championship week comes along, I'm sure I'll be complaining then when that when that happens. I've already heard the tales of it. Is the championship week and then is there an all star something?
Yeah, so it's
I've
split
heard that
up.
they're a nightmare,
Yeah,
but
so it used to be just one championship week, and you have a bunch of tasks for 16 TPE, but then they split it up into championship week and then All Star week. But there's some milestones you can get to help cross off, some TPE, some trivia as well. But you still have to end up writing a ton. But I
yeah, I
don't think
mean,
Rich and I have written one in a while
no,
since he
I've
got
been
it.
writing them
Oh,
because
okay, never mind. I haven't done one in a while since my development PT pass
yeah,
slash
yeah. Since I've been out
etc.
of the file work, I've been doing them. It's
Yeah.
only been like I don't know 5 seasons now, maybe. So it hasn't been that
Hmm.
long. But I don't think they're that bad. Even having to do the whole thing simply because like there's so many topic options. You barely have to touch on the actual like the finals or the or the All Star games. So you can basically write almost entirely about yourself or your own team just by picking and choosing your prompts. So it's still pretty easy.
Yeah.
Um,
That's great though. I mean that's a pretty good introduction. I'm glad that, more people have discovered sim leagues and know how fun they are. Even if, the sim itself isn't that great, but the people around them are certainly are. As well as, like It's always nice being scouted and getting drafted and seeing your player do well.
Yeah, it feels like I got really lucky with when I joined like just some insanely stacked recreate class. And then,
Yeah, no,
and then
this is
all
a
of them
crazy
yourself,
class.
yeah, and then you've all gone goalie. I love the little goalie union that you guys
Oh,
all
I hate it. I hate it. They needed to switch off immediately, including Rich. Including Rich. They should have switched
It's too
off,
late.
not have, 10 goalies. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Everyone held strong. I've held you all in my
Oh,
heart.
I
You're all
hate it.
heroes in my eyes.
Just
But
wait in like 10 seasons. Half of them will be retired because playing goalie isn't fun and and all that fun stuff.
I loved it. Just an insane sort of auto correction because I like when I first joined him, I was like, "There's not enough goalies in the league," and then it was like, "Oh,
There's too
okay."
many
It seems like
goalies.
you sort of five in people would seem like, "Oh, okay." It seems like we covered it, and then it got up to like 8 and 9, and people are like, "Hang on, I don't even know if we're gonna have spots at this point." I
Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah, it was very strange to see because I actually am not 100% sure, but I think I was one of the first to create in the class, but I don't remember if I was the first goalie or not. I had to
You
have
can
been
look.
close. Can you can
Actually, I
you
can look.
can you
I can look.
sort them by that in that way?
No, but I have it in my draft sheet.
Oh, okay, okay,
Well, you can't directly, but I
okay.
can do it real quick. Um, you were the first goalie, and then Dakota, who's inactive, Sophie, who got drafted to Manhattan, Burb, and then a bunch more later. But yeah, you were the first.
They just kept on coming though. It was very like, oh yeah, it was pretty funny to watch.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah,
But yeah, Rich, how
yeah.
are you feeling that I'm clickbaiting you and that we're not doing GM tier list?
Listen, it's fine, and it's gonna be great next week when we actually do it. Although we there's it's not like a 0% chance we're gonna we won't do it today. We could.
True.
We run out
Like
of
the
stuff to
little
talk about,
tease.
but like,
True.
but I don't want to.
Um, I'm sure we can talk a bunch about the draft. There's a lot that happened. Plus, we can talk about all the GMs that didn't scout you, NoFace, and then we can roast them publicly.
Oh yeah, yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, if I could put the league on notice to save myself writing
Exactly.
an article, I should probably start finding out who I spoke to and who I didn't speak to
No, you should
in
just
the
do
in the
baseless
background.
No, just do this baseless accusations.
Oh yeah, yeah, perfect. Yeah, I can do that. That's fine.
You don't need to think, you just need to talk. Basically what podcasting is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No.
Just keep waffling and
Exactly.
something of use will come in. That's been my approach on my own podcast so far, and it's seen me through so far. I'm so excited to be a guest. I love being a guest. Just not having to plan it or worry about the background. I love it. I feel
Oh, I
spoiled. I'm
don't do
very happy
anything
to be.
either. Rich does everything in the background. I come up, I talk,
it's
and that's it.
it's extremely low effort on my end as well. Everything that I've done to improve the quality of the stream has been like James sending me links to things. Like do this, okay, sure. The chat,
Yeah.
the little bubbles for who's talking. Yeah,
Yeah. Did you promote this in the season 87 draft class, by the way?
I didn't post it anywhere. I never do. You
I'm
know that.
I'm talking to Mr.
Oh,
Why not, bro?
because I'm
Oh my God.
lazy
Post it
and
there.
I feel weird about promoting anything that I'm doing
Why?
because it's I don't know. I'm like that.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay, anyway. Rich. Let's go with Rich first, just because he's more
Sure,
boring
sure, sure.
and is a goalie and
That's
he
true.
won't get scouted much. Rich, who scouted you?
Who
Did you have a
scouted me?
lot of people scout you, or like how
Actually,
was it as a goalie, as a recreate?
that's a big part of why I didn't swap. Ultimately, is because the scouting experience was so much better than it was last time.
Oh yeah?
Last time when I was player as a goalie, started to go as a goalie last time. My last player as well, and it felt like nobody wanted a goalie, or it was I don't know. It was weird. It was very much like, oh, so nobody's interested, or just it yeah. It wasn't fun. It wasn't like particularly bad. It was just kind of like a little disappointing. This time it was much
Hmm.
better, although a lot of it was teams that didn't necessarily need goalie too. So
Yeah, like me.
like you, like I don't know, probably about half. Actually, I want to say more than half. There was three teams that very specifically expressed interest in goalie, um, and outside of that, it was a little more like either uncertain or were wondering if I was going to switch. Um,
How
but
how many teams reach out to you on thinking about switching?
Everybody, I think everybody asked in some way.
Yeah.
But the ones that specifically didn't need a goalie, I think there was maybe 4, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
It wasn't like that in that they were like, we're not interested unless you're going to switch. It was kind of
Yeah.
part of the conversation. So that's
Gotcha. And
another
then
reason it was better too, because it was.
Gotcha. Did McZ ask you to be his co-GM?
I'm ashamed to say that
He did not.
I don't think so, but also I
Oh,
don't
he
really remember
hates
what
you.
McZ said because I left him on read pretty early on. Um,
Come on, bro.
I feel bad
So
about it.
rude.
Because in the past I haven't had a hard time telling somebody like I'm not interested. I'm sorry. But for
Yeah.
whatever reason with McZ, I replied to one message and then just fully ghosted him, which
Oh,
I
you
feel bad
ghosted him.
I feel pretty bad about it.
Aw, poor guy.
But it also left me really like unsure of what if he really truly was gonna even potentially pick me. I had no idea.
No,
But
I
I
think.
hope that my
Did you
actions,
draft?
my rudeness,
Did you draft a goalie this draft?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
It sounded like he was maybe thinking about it, like running a tandem.
Goalies don't count. Goalies don't matter anyway. So
he just drafted everybody else, so it's fine.
yeah, true. All right. Well, those are all the questions I had for you because you're pretty boring. You're a recreate.
That's true. Everybody knows.
All right, NoFace. How was the scouting this season compared or in the SHL compared to the SSL?
So if I'm being completely honest, there seems to be a lot more ghosting going on in SHL scouting. I gotta be honest. I think I spoke to 10 teams.
Mhm.
Most of them were good. I think there were a couple where there was just like massive gaps in between answering, and then I think like 1 or 2 ghosted.
Damn.
I probably out of the 3 leagues, I'm gonna say SHL is probably the least best out of the 3 if I had
Yeah,
to
bro.
pick
I
one.
I I agree, man. Some
It's
GMs need to get into tier.
it's but I don't know if part of that. I mean, there was a lot of people in this class, and maybe some people were like, "Oh, they thought I was going to go higher than they were going to pick," and then they were like, kind of iffy about it. Um, so it's fine. It's fine. I did have really good talks with some teams, to be fair. So
Yeah.
I think I spoke to 10 out of what is it, 24?
Yep.
Yeah,
24.
24.
So
That's
that's
not
fine, I guess. I mean, it seems like a low percentage, but I
Yeah,
don't know.
no,
That also seems crazy arrogant of me to say, like, I can't
no,
believe more teams didn't
no,
speak
I
to me,
am with
but
you. I mean, there's like usually like 4 or 5 teams that usually don't have picks, so we can toss them aside. But like everyone should be at least like 10 to 15, depending on you know, um, who where they want to scout and whatever. And usually with New England personally, just because of how I scout, I usually scout at least 30 to 40 people a draft, depending on the size. But I think for this one we scouted about like 50 or 60 between me and Hills have had. So we usually do a good job trying to get to everyone. And also like we have a full season. I usually start at the trade deadline, knock people out that way, but yeah, no, more GMs, and I told them in the spy channel, and then in other places, like some people are really ass at scouting, and we need to do a better job at that.
yeah. But like I say, I don't hold it personally just because there was a lot of people in this class, so it's not. I mean, it's not something that I lost any sleep over. But I think if I had to put them in a rank of 3, I'd probably put SHL at the bottom.
Can't blame you. Can't blame you. So from the teams that actually did scout you, was there any memorable ones other than Chicago? Since obviously Chicago picked you.
Yeah, so I mean, so to be fair, for New Orleans and Denver, I sort of already knew people on them pretty well.
That
So
makes
that
sense.
those two were almost sort of like a case of, hi, consider yourself scouted. We're already on a
Yeah.
team together, so we know what we're getting. So they're nice and easy. Yeah, Chicago, I had loads of fun with. Edmonton was a really good scout as well, to be fair.
Mhm.
Panda at Madison, that was a really good conversation. To be fair, most of them. like the ones that we had like full conversations with were fine, to be fair.
So you want to name
But
and shame the ones that ghosted you?
no, because I know one of the people that ghosted me works at a hospital, and so
Oh,
you get a complete free pass for doing that.
fair enough.
I'm not, I'm not going to attack people that work in hospitals. That's not. So that's a
Yes, you
free pass.
can. Well, they do work,
I mean, if you want me to throw out
help
like just
people.
baseless attacks at teams,
Sure, go
uh,
ahead.
yeah. So Tampa Bay like included loads of people into the locker rooms and then sort of like did it in sort of like waves, and I found that a bit odd, and then I think I ended up leaving the locker room
Uh-huh.
halfway through the season. So there we go. That can be my baseless attack. But no, I mean, all the scouts had been really nice, to be fair. Like, it's not, I didn't have like negative conversations with anyone. I
I
just
heard
had shorter
Montreal.
conversations.
I heard Montreal was asking people how their day was going.
That's nice. I don't think I spoke to Montreal. I think I
Huh.
spoke to Chicago, Cincinnati, Denver, Edmonton, Los Angeles, Madison, New Orleans, San Francisco, and Tampa Bay. I
You also
think are the
spoke
ones I
to
spoke
New
to.
England.
Oh,
Hills are,
yes, I did.
I have the messages. You
Yes,
spoke to
yeah,
Hills.
yeah. I think it was a bit of a short one though.
Probably.
Maybe not.
I
I
think
don't know because like PVE was going on at the same time, and it all kind of blurred into one. I gotta be entirely honest.
no worries. From what I see in the docs, it started February 8th and then it ended February 13th. So I think it was more of like stop and start because of your
Yeah,
UK
yeah,
time. And Hills is in Calgary, so like the time difference is kind of fucked up on that one.
yeah. The time differences made an issue for sure.
But also
So,
like at some point for us personally, like we draft 18th. We know roughly the amount of people that are going in the top 10. So, if you really wanted to dive deep and we thought you were going to be at 18, we would have done more.
oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, no,
Or you can just
completely
call
get
us
that.
out. We can also do that.
I suppose forgetting that we even spoke is probably as close to a call out as I probably want to go for, to be fair. So I'll leave it at that. But no, I mean I didn't have like negative conversations with anyone, to be fair. So yeah, there's not too much tea I can really spill there, to be honest.
Damn. Unfortunate. I wish we could have called out more people then.
Yeah. I mean, I can try and think of something if you want me just to throw out some lies in about
We gotta
5
cause some
minutes.
drama.
There's enough drama going around. I
No,
don't
we
want
can
to
cause
add
so much
any more.
drama.
I know. I'm trying to think. I don't think there was anything too dramatic, to be fair.
Unfortunate.
Yeah,
Um,
apologies.
so you said that, obviously you had to go to sleep before the actual draft, but how did you like the actual draft when you were rewatching it, I guess, or like looked at yourself going number 3? Also,
Yeah,
obviously you
so
had Nike, talking about you.
Yeah, so I watched part of it live because it's happened every draft that's happened at like 2 in the morning. I'll go to sleep and then my subconscious around sort of 3 o'clock goes, no, we're not doing this. We want to see what's going on. So yeah, I ended up watching it in like a half awake daze. So I got to watch it live, but I don't think much of the words sort of went in, so I watched it back again this morning. But yeah, no, draft was really fun. Obviously, going that high up is very nice. It's obviously you got to appreciate the trust the team puts in you. It seemed as sort of as it was coming up to draft, I thought I would go to either sort of Chicago or San Fran.
Mhm.
But yeah, I had really good talks with Chicago. I did like a little bit of digging, sort of like the day before the draft, just the people that I knew that sort of knew the league really well. I was like, oh, what's San Francisco and Chicago like?
Yeah,
And literally not a single person had anything bad to say about Chicago.
that's
So
good. Oh, so people had something bad to say about San Francisco then?
I never said that. I'm just
Oh, we can dive
saying.
deeper into that. So, like, why do you think Gabe 1 is the worst, and why 2 Gabe didn't want to pick you number 1?
I think he didn't want to pick me number one because I think Lesser Seal is just a much better choice.
Don't think about him, but like, why did Gabe like specifically hate you? that you didn't want to
I
go.
mean, I
You
don't
didn't
even
want
know
to
the
pick them
rules
first
to the
overall.
sport. I think if you draft someone first overall that doesn't understand the rules
You
to the
don't know the
sport, I think
rules.
that's just
What are you gonna
bad.
do?
That's
You
just
don't even.
bad
You don't need to
decision
know the
making.
rules. You just gotta earn TPE, and then
No, but I mean, you want someone who's going to be involved in the conversations about the sport, right?
no, I don't give a fuck about that, bro.
I think that, I mean, I know when I spoke to San Francisco, they were really big on wanting someone to be super active in the locker room.
Oh, and yeah, we've
And
three. You
like
win three.
this is like my sort of third or fourth league. Or
That
maybe
makes
like tied
sense.
second with ISFL. And I was like, I can't really. I mean,
That's totally
I
fair.
got like my hands full with a rebuild over in the SSL at the moment. Like I can't really commit to that. So I mean, yeah, they definitely made the right choice not picking me first.
Yeah,
And then yeah, like I said, I'm not saying that anyone said anything bad. I'm just saying that no one said anything bad about Chicago.
that's fair. And especially if Gabe's trying to get a more active locker room since San Francisco is kind of dead. It kind of makes sense, like going with Lesser. Even though, like, oh, Lesser, you got to change your name somewhere. You got to either be, uh, how do you even pronounce the name?
Synesthesia.
Sennheisen?
Or
Synesthesia? You got to be synesthesia on the portal or on the site. You can't be, or on, sorry, on Discord, or you got to switch to Lesser Soul on the site.
I
We can't
thought
have both.
I thought we cleared this up last week.
He's gonna fuck me up on this too many times.
It's fine. It's fine. We get it.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, I mean that's good that you had a mostly positive experience, but I also agree that scouting really needs to be be more of a front-facing positive of the league because we have too many too many GMs that don't scout a wide variety of people, or you come to the fact where there's only like 4 or 5 people scouting one person, like famously, for example, you don't know him, NoFace, but for Rich Tiptosi, only had like 5 people scout him, and
Oh,
he
really?
fell to 33, and I got him at 33, and he's a 2K player. So like selfishly, I shouldn't want any gem to scout anybody, but like scouting is one of the best part of being
Yeah.
in the league, especially especially in your first 2 seasons. It's actually the actual fun of like talking to a bunch of people
Yeah.
and getting excited, and then you get into to the unfortunate part of the SHL where you grind out for
The
like
grind.
3 years. But the first 2 seasons is pretty great.
Yeah. It's weird. It's kind of one of the weird dynamics of sim leagues, not specific to SHL, but like the first little bit is like the by far the most exciting, and then you kind of just gotta chug along
you
and
gotta
like
you gotta hope your
find
locker room's
your
good
find your
and you
rhythm,
like
find your
talking
like
in there.
spot in the league. But like the scouting and the drafts and all that stuff coming like front loaded in the experience. It's like it's kind of weird, but it's also like it's part of the deal.
Yeah, which is why all of you rookies or all you draftees, you should compile a list of all the GMs that scouted and didn't scout, and then put up a big media piece naming and shaming the GMs that had picks but didn't scout you.
Oh no, you bullied
See,
him,
new
dude. You
name.
bullied
See
him,
what bullying does.
man.
Now he
It's
doesn't need to do it for the site.
it's
Oh, sorry.
oh no, go ahead.
No, you're good. Go.
I was just gonna say on that note, I can cause some drama. Montreal, I'm pretty sure they didn't scout me. They're second overall. Come on, man.
That's what
What's that
I'm
about?
saying, man.
Yeah.
2-5, and a bunch in the second. They didn't even scout you. Like that's crazy. Like imagine
Highest.
having high firsts, seconds, and not scouting. Like a majority of the class.
Generational fumble.
I
That's the
know.
word on the street that I've heard.
I know. They could have picked you second overall instead of
They
third.
they could have. I mean, look, any team that had the chance to pick me and didn't, then obviously you just can't trust their judgment as a GM.
Exactly.
There we
Gabe,
go. There's
Actually
Gaby,
agree.
cut them out. But third overall, you're in high demand. I was drafted third overall with my first player as well, so you're in good company.
Yeah,
nice.
you guys
We're little buddies.
both
Yeah.
both of you have been drafted higher than I ever have been. What's that?
Well, first of all, you were a goalie the one time. Second of all,
I was
you switched from being a goalie, and then Lundberg. That's fair.
yeah,
Lundberg was
Lumber's
kind
fair. But like even Lane and Perfect were both fourth.
of true. I mean, you're not really a first overall material though,
I
Rich.
know
You
I'm
don't
not. I
talk a ton in the
100% am
locker
not.
room.
I actually will tell people that. I agree. I am not
Yeah.
that guy.
But if you want a 2K player, every single player, you're the guy. But you know, with first overall, you definitely need someone who pushes the culture of the team
for sure. Yeah.
or at least has the best ability to.
You got to get that King Luke Kez combo.
True.
Yeah, that works out. It works out great.
Yeah, it works out great. Yeah, San Francisco totally went to the finals with us when they drafted us.
Yeah, that's a weird one that like actually probably most people won't have any idea what we're talking about.
No, most of the majority of the SHL have no idea.
Yeah. It was you were S43, right, Luke?
Yeah, it was season 43.
Okay, I was thinking about that last night. I was trying to remember.
2018.
I couldn't remember if it was 41 or 43, but I was pretty sure it was 43.
43, yeah.
Yeah, did you hear I don't know, Luke, did you watch the draft stream at all?
In and out, yeah.
I don't remember what Hiffo, but Nike thought I was like S17 or something wild.
Yeah, bro, I called him out on that. Yes, I called him out on GM
right,
chat. I made him sure. Season 25. You're not that old. You're season 17 or season 20.
Like, man, do I come off as that old? Come on.
Yeah.
Oh man. We should probably talk about some draft picks. You know, see it.
I mean, do we have questions? We can do questions first.
Hey, I think we might, but I don't think there's anything like really worth answering.
What do you mean? You don't like
from Carpy, I think.
Oh, perfect. That's fine.
What did Carpy ask? We got Skeezer, but because Skeezer's player got traded relatively recently. Oh yeah, Vitor wanted to talk about media engagement stuff. I think Carpy would kind of like a related thing.
Oh yes, with Vitor and Carpy.
Do we want to talk about that? I mean, I'd rather focus on the draft. What we got.
I'd focus on the draft as well. Except show Troy's picture.
What Troy's?
His son made it.
Where?
In the in the Rich and Luke Discord. His child made it, so you're gonna show it.
All right. Here we go.
Wow, that's so cool.
That's adorable.
Look at the Phillies hat. And
is that what that is?
Yeah, it's a Phillies hat. Okay.
I don't know the Phillies what they look like.
It has a P on it.
Well, I assume, like I don't know the colors. Is that the appropriate colors? I have no idea.
It is the appropriate colors. Okay. Yeah.
I have no clue.
All right, cool. Now we can talk about the draft.
Is the cow holding like a piece of bamboo?
I don't know. I have no idea what the cow's holding, to be honest. It could be a panda eating bamboo.
Oh, that's actually that could be a panda with bamboo.
But I think it's a cow. It's a panda? Oh, okay, never mind. All right, I'm cooked.
I've never seen a cow standing on 2 feet.
Me neither. I've never seen a panda standing on 2 feet.
I know. Also, I've definitely seen a panda stand on 2 feet. I'm sure of it. I see like the videos all the time where it's like in China or whatever, and the handlers are like trying to clean the pen and they're just like holding on to their feet.
So what panda goes with Philly? Anyway, why is he wearing a Phillies? Anyway, that's fine. We can talk about the draft
because he's a Phillies fan, obviously.
He is a Phillies fan. You're right.
Like, why else would you be wearing a
Phillies
hat?
I'm being dumb.
Yeah,
right.
silly question.
That is a very silly question. All right, I gotta start my bolognese.
I'm glad we just went straight past the fact that I thought a cow was holding bamboo. So, all right, draft, hey.
Yeah, it was. I think on like the top 10, I think I got 9 right. Yeah, I mean, most of that was others people's work, to be fair. So I'm not gonna take any credit from that. But yeah, in our little sort of like secret rookies chat, there were people just like working on tactics and thought processes, and everyone swapping information. And they absolutely smashed it. And I take 0 credit for any part in that, but I will take the TPE for it.
But, I believe the one we missed on was Greek God. At least that's the one I had that was not in the actual top 10.
Yeah, that's my my Carolina buddy.
Yeah.
As far as great, yeah, I absolutely adore him. I'm very happy for him that he like went to Denver. I feel like that would be such a good place for him. Denver seems like a really cool team, to be fair.
Denver, I think so. I'm a big fan of Rashford, so.
Yeah, no, Rashford's great.
Yeah. Should be a cool spot. This is one of the 2 spots that I wanted to go to. The other one being Madison, which worked out. But
you didn't want to come to New England?
Well, you didn't want a goalie. I would have been happy in New England, but he had no use for me.
Well, you could have been a great backup for like 8 seasons.
Okay. Um, what about? Are there any? I guess any picks that stand out as particularly good or surprising or anything like that
I
for
think
either of you?
Cincinnati traded back to try to get Zerg later, but then Tampa Bay drafted Zerg. That's out of left. I don't know if that actually was the case, but I felt like Zerg would be a great pick to Cincinnati just because he knows seven very well, and Cincinnati traded back. So. I think they were hoping to get him at 13, but Tampa Bay swooped in and got him first.
Definitely would have made a lot of sense. But I don't. I don't know their intentions there.
But yeah, NoFace, was there any rookie that you thought was like, oh shit, he went higher than I thought or lower than I thought? Because I know for me personally, Hexagon went a lot higher than I thought. I thought he was going to be around 18.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I slightly went over it already, but I think Sparrow should have gone way higher than 19. He's such a I could potentially be steal of the draft. He's so cool. I absolutely love him.
Yeah, we're
So
debating on him, or New England was debating on him at 18, but we had a bunch of players around that tier, and Megatron really wanted to come to New England, and I knew him a lot from Thunder Bay, but he was definitely someone that we were debating on for sure, and I didn't think he would last until 18 as well, so I was surprised that he was still there. I thought he would go like between 10 and 14, to be honest.
yeah, I think he was just like a little bit, but like I was with him in the locker room in Carolina, and he's amazing. So I feel like teams have missed out for sure. In terms of like people that gone too high, I'm gonna say El Papi and McLumberjack are gonna be generational fumbles
That's
for
what I'm
this.
saying, man. Like
Yeah, awful, awful,
San
awful
Francisco is
picks.
gonna rue the day. Oh my god! And
Honestly,
then Los Angeles, like, bro, at
I don't.
7.
Yeah, I don't see what they see in those two. I just awful picks. I really feel,
I
these
feel
these
bad
could.
for the GMs.
I think this is potentially organization destroying choices that I think have been made in this draft, and it's sad to see, but what can you do? Just just to cover myself to be safe. Me, El Papi, and Lumberjack are very good friends, so
Yeah,
I'm not surprised in the slightest that they both went very high. They absolutely deserve it. They're both great. They'll be great picks.
yeah. Fully agree. Fully like them both quite a bit. I actually listened to El Papi's did a solo podcast. It was nice.
It was quite funny. We've got like a chat with like the three of us, and I think he got about 30 minutes in, and he was just like frantically messaging in a little chat like, "I'm struggling here, boys." He's like, "I don't know what to talk about for another 30 minutes." So I was like, "Oh shit!" So I think we like fired off like loads of questions for him to like
you
try and
should uh,
answer, but
you should let
Well, the
him know
great
that
part,
that bringing in an extra person doesn't decrease the payout that much. Like
no.
it like scales to be it's less than doing it solo, but it's not that much. You don't. It's not like an even split. It's not. It like it scales up, and then so you get a decent split out of having multiple
Plus,
people,
like,
and it makes it
you
way
do
easier. Way easier.
you do the podcast every other week, so like 4 weeks or whatever, and that's training plus a little bit extra. Especially if you're doing it times two. It's free money, man. It's the easiest way to earn money in this league.
Yeah, it's the most enjoyable, and yeah, it's the best.
You just get to BS for an hour.
Yeah.
just absolutely waffling away. I mean, like, yeah, I've seen. I don't know if you guys have seen some of the articles Lumberjack has done. I think he got paid like 17 million for his last one. I don't know what the final word count was, but I think it was somewhere over 6,000. I
Oh,
mean,
that's not bad.
it's insane behavior. I can't believe what I'm looking at. But I think I'd have a mental breakdown if I tried to do a 6,000 word. I don't even know if my dissertation at university was that many words. But yeah, podcasts are the way to go for me for sure.
Yeah, I mean
Like,
with Seal, we like he was saying, Patrick and I had him on SMJHL tonight, and how much money did he get off of that? Let me check. But it was a good amount, good enough for like half of the coaching. Yeah, he got 4.6 mil off of 1 hour.
Oh, was that a double you guys did?
Yeah, it was a double.
Yeah,
And you know, it's free money. You get to talk with people, and it makes an hour go by.
yeah, and if you know, it's I don't know, it's a nice way for if you're like really deep into the sim league thing. It's a nice way to be able to like just get it out of your head if it's in there and it has no escape. Because otherwise, like I don't have anybody to talk to about this kind of stuff. I mean, I kind of do, but they're not going to listen or care. So
Yeah, I've tried to explain sim leagues to my partner, and I'm pretty sure the quote was, "This is the saddest thing you've ever been involved in." So I said, I don't know if she's going to be too interested if I win a cup in the future, or what line I end up on, but at
Make
least
sure to tell them exactly what in great detail too.
exactly, yeah, it wasn't. But we've sort of reached an agreement. I don't talk about sim league. She doesn't talk about Love Island, and we
Yeah, but like, bro, but when in Love Island in UK when they have the Americans on this time, like, bro, it's crazy.
the little bits that I see is insane. But yeah, we've reached a common ground on that, and it seems like a fair trade. So I can't really argue with that.
Yeah, Kari, you can just talk to Hannah. She watches that. But yeah, Lester, you have to talk to Patrick because I do not run SMJHL um tonight because I'm not mainstream media. But you can talk to him. But we're the alternative media.
yeah,
Where the
We're the
real
best
facts
media.
come out,
We're
the
where the real
unbiased,
facts come out. Yes, we're
unfiltered, the real
unbiased.
news. This
I was
is
unbiased, and we're so truthful.
I don't
We're making everyone quake in their little boots.
not
I don't
beholden
want
to
this
HO.
state sanctioned propaganda, not
Hmm.
my media source.
Exactly. We don't have anything SHR related. We talk about Rich and Luke, and we're telling the truth, and we make fun of Troy all the time.
Oh no, absolutely not. Troy's great.
Troy is great, except when his kid draws pandas that look like cows.
uh, what do you guys think about Tampa Bay's draft?
They certainly took a lot of first or recreates. They certainly mortgaged all of their future. Rich, I am going to send you a
Yes.
screenshot
Oh,
of
I
a
thought you were
very
gonna go do
funny.
your your story.
No, I'm not going to do my tears. Yes, just because we don't do it yet. But if you go to general again, this is what are the current like in our current draft pick spreadsheet. It looks like for Tampa Bay as
Does
they
it really?
literally have
Oh,
no
got it. Can
picks
I?
for the rest of
There
2026.
you go.
It is balls time because they do not have anything. But they certainly went all in on this draft. So it's either the best decision or the worst decision, depending on how many people stay in Tampa and how they earn and everything like that.
And if they can
But it could
manage the
also
cap.
yeah, it would also blow up in their face as you know, if people stop earning or people ask out or people leave in free agency, et cetera, and they have no first for an actual year. On top of, you know, they're going to be bad. So all of these picks are going to be, you know, top 5 picks. So like, is the picks that they traded worth the picks that they gave up? Who we'll find out.
We'll find out. It's gonna be weird.
So I have a question for both of you that I think could be. So say theoretically you're like full rebuild and you've got 6 first round picks and your draft board's looking like this. Would you rather take 6 recreates or 6 new creates?
Hmm. It
I would take
depends.
6.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a very nuanced question. It also depends on the draft. It also depends on what recreates and what first gens, how deep the draft is. Uh, I would go. I would go split if I really have to, but if it's 6 versus 6, I would do 6 recreates all day long just because the guaranteed of the results versus the ambu am, am, ambu whatever you
The
ambiguous.
uncertainty.
Yes, yes, that. But I'd rather have first gens so that they actually talk in the locker room and actually start to, you know, drive the culture of the locker room rather than the recreates where, you know, sometimes they're in other locker rooms and they like to talk there. or more comfortable in other locker rooms where like with first gens you're actually be able to like, grow as a locker room because the number one thing outside of results are nice, but like having a good team locker room and having everyone talk and be friends, that's the most important thing on a team.
Yeah, it comes down to whether or not you need like a locker room culture reset, um, and that's to be like the kind of determining factor. If you need the reset, I would go more recreate heavy. I wouldn't go like all recreates. That feels like a mistake, or like like such a high risk reward like situation of like, yeah, just you're asking for trouble with that. But yeah, if you need the culture reset, more recreates than or more first gens and recreates, and if you don't, then you can go more recreates if you want. Um, but yeah, this is what it comes down to for me, the locker room situation. Um,
Yeah, that's fair. That makes sense for sure.
yeah, and my
But
my
also
concern.
like
Oops, sorry.
it also depends on the first gens because now
Yes.
all first gens aren't created equal because of being in other leagues. So like if you're on your third league, but you're a first gen, so you won't talk too much. Like San Francisco, they kind of need that culture reset, so that makes sense on why they would pick Lesser Soul first rather than you or Grum or whoever. They want like a true person who like you know it's their first time in the SHL, they'll talk a lot in San Francisco as long as you get them with people that they like. El Poppy's a great pick there. Hexagon will help drive that locker room. I know even like in the dev locker room, he talks a good amount there. Just with miscellaneous things, and then it's a good first step for San Francisco to take that leap into the unknown of rebuilding, even though Cape sucks.
I kind of saw this a little bit like a replay of the S43 for San Francisco, of like
Mhm.
I kind of like the idea of going with some high activity first gens, and then they didn't do it, like a Kez type, but they did, which they didn't end up doing. But like, I would have liked that play for them again, even though like you can, the S43 didn't exactly work out, but I think it's the correct idea, it's the correct like approach. Whether it works or not is kind of a separate thing, but yeah, I kind of would have liked that type of play again. They went similar with just with three first gens rather than adding a more like guaranteed type player. So we'll see if it works out. But I don't know. With Tampa, my main concern is like if a lot of these players hit, having a lot of the players in one class makes managing the cap really sketchy. Or can I don't I it's hard to say what that's going to look like. But
I mean, how many people did they draft this season?
I
What's their
what is this? Like
He
five in the
posted
first
the
round, or no, six in the first round.
ECLs or ELCs. He drafted G2, Juho, Jarom, which is a co-GM, Celltrace, Tommen, Box of Rocks, Hockey Fan, Staradan, Snusu, Figgy, and Zerg. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. So we'll see how
I mean,
many,
obviously they're not all going to be
are
like
left.
but like they only have to
But yeah,
hit
it's gonna
1600
be.
before it starts to like where you
Yeah,
hit that
I mean,
cap.
as a GM, I don't love having all the eggs in one draft basket, but this was a really good draft. Like I
Yeah,
personally wish I could have had one or two more picks. Um, but
I mean 1 or
we're
2 is a bit
competing.
different than 9 or what, whatever.
True, but for New England, we're
Yeah, yeah,
competing, and I don't dra- budget wise. I'm in 2 seasons. I don't know how it will look, but
yeah,
uh, I'm really happy with the people that we drafted.
Who else did you end up with? We got
I drafted
Megatron.
Lord Megatron at 18 and then Big Hops at 28. At 18, I mean, we had our list of our top 18. And then when we got to pick 13, we had like five of them still remaining. So it was basically who was ever was left. And we, picked off of that. But we had, I think our top three though was Cell Trace, or that was remaining was Cell Trace, Megatron, and Spyro. So Cell Trace got picked before us, so it's just like between Megatrace or Megatron and Spyro, and we went off our board, and we trust Megatron, and he wanted to come here, which is great. And then for round two, we traded up to we traded back into the draft for Big Hops. Um, Big Hops was 18th or 19th on our board. So as the round kept going by, I messaged Gabe being like, "Hey, is 28 available?" And he goes, "For what price?" And then I said like 2 seconds, and he goes, "Sure." And then that was it. And then we traded back into to draft Big Hops. So I think both of them are going to be really great. Megatron, you know, I've I talked to him a bunch since he first created because I reached out to him for Tampa Bay or Thunder Bay, sorry. And he's been asking me a bunch of questions throughout the season. So, it's nice to have him in New England where I can reap the rewards of me talking to him all season. But also, like, he's a really good person, and he's really dedicated to the SHL, and he's going to be a great player for us in New England. And then with Big Ops, did not know him until we scouted him, and great user, talks a ton, and I don't know, is a good fit for our locker room. And I feel like he's going to be a very underrated player at 28. I feel like he's going to be making a 2K player or close to 2K as he can. So I couldn't pass up an opportunity to pick him that high,
Were those
or pick him that late.
were those two first or no 2 seconds? Sorry, were those both your seconds or were they others?
Yeah, they're both my seconds. They're 89 and
Okay,
92nd.
that's pretty
So
good then.
I don't care about my seconds at all.
Well, and also yours are probably going to be like second half of the draft anyway, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, and Gabe's a sucker, so he accepted it, obviously.
I mean, I still like seconds, but I know you're not a second guy. You got big hops in the second round. Come on, you got to like second round picks.
I do, but I love my second round picks, but I'd rather trade up to
Yeah.
get. I mean, like I got now big hops. I got KB in the second. I got Thrill in the second. I got Silver. Why am I blanking on his name? Is whatever. I got Silver in the second. I got Tip Toasty in the second. I got a bunch of people in the second, but it's just the people that I really like.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Troy was not a second round pick. He was a first round pick. I let him
Should have
know
been a
that.
second.
Should have been a second, but he wasn't.
Yeah.
And I got, if you go before that, I got Zorom's player in the second as well. So like,
Yeah.
we have a lot of success
Do
in
you
the
catch
second
that?
is
Do you catch? Oh wait, they didn't. No, it wasn't Zorm. It was Thief they were talking about in the draft. You catch that?
bro. Oh my, yeah, I caught that, bro. He was talking shit on Thief, man.
He
I
wasn't
let him
talking
know in
shit,
GM
but he was
chat.
just explaining the situation that kind of led
He
to
wasn't
that.
gonna be SMJHL only though. That's the big thing. He wasn't. He just said
Wait.
he may be not earning as much as he did on his last player.
Okay.
When I talked to him, and he just goes, "Oh yeah, maybe late on a
And
couple
there was
things."
definitely
I'm like, that's fine.
that like people thought that though.
To the GMs that didn't scout him, which also goes back to NoFace's thing. Like, you should scout people, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Not.
Did Chicago take anybody else after the first? Oh yeah,
He picked Slicer and then Aneeks, which is also good. Aneeks never responds to me as well. Crazy.
All right. What else we got? Do we actually want to hit the question? Do we have anything else for No Face regarding draft stuff? Any questions you got, Luke? I don't want to. We've kind of just been talking without without bringing him in on these last couple of things here.
I've been enjoying listening, to be fair. First time caller, long time listener, however it goes.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Is there? Hey, No Face. How about this? Is there anybody in particular that you were like hoping to get drafted with outside of your buddies El Poppy and McLumberjack? Was there anybody in the class you were like, oh, I kind of hope I end up playing with them?
To be fair, a lot of the people seem really great. To be fair, so there was no one.
No, specifically,
like
I need you to give a no.
No,
I need a name. I need a
we
name.
need two
Alright.
names. Two
All
names
right,
minimum.
okay. 2 names minimum. Fair enough. Okay, I'll go with Spyro first. He's my boy from Carolina. Love him. That would have been good fun. And then for a second one, I'll go with Scunny. He seems like he was good fun.
Who?
Quite a good sense. G2019 or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
Play,
Scotty. Oh
yeah.
my, he's great. I had his goalie the last
He's
time in
he's
New
funny.
England.
I feel like yeah.
No,
But I mean,
he's a great
there are
user.
loads of people. To be fair, like everyone that was like active in the like the
Yeah,
rookie chat, like not an issue with any of
yeah.
them. I think the only one in this sort of class I had an issue with that Nicholas Lumberg guy.
Yeah.
Weren't
Bro, oh
really
my God,
feeling that,
man.
but yeah. So glad I
Oh,
dodged that. But
Known locker room cancer. If you ask, what was oh man, I forgot his name now. Way back, that was a kind of a joke thing with my very first player because I moved teams so often. Um, what was his? I can't remember his name now. The guy who's anyway,
Kit.
doesn't matter. All right. Do we want to hit some?
Um,
What time we got here? Pretty close to
yeah.
an hour. We can squeeze out a few more minutes here and actually hit the mark.
Get the. Is it ×2 yet or no? I don't think it's ×2 yet.
I don't know. Honestly, I mean, like
I'll look.
normally
Well,
I wouldn't care, but we might want to if it
we gotta
qualifies,
get
we'll
No
probably put
Face's
it up for
money.
no face. Yeah, because you know.
That's. I got enough money. You got enough
Yeah,
money.
yeah,
It's all about the other people, you know. Though, actually, let me get to 2 billion real quick. Actually, no. Two ×2 is happening for the media.
Are you gonna make that? I sent you that PM. You're gonna try and get Carpy on your New England so you can have all the SHL money.
I don't think Carby will get to me wherever.
Probably
Actually, I don't even
probably
have my first next
Carpy's
round.
got to be top 5, right?
Yeah, I don't even have my first for next season anyway.
Yeah,
I gave it up for Marshy.
yeah. The 2 SHL billionaires on one team. The league
It
doesn't
would be
need that.
unfair, even though it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know,
If I could give all my players money, then yeah.
You got any plans to like do any more giveaway things, Luke? Or like, I know, I don't remember what was the last thing. You had something pretty recent, didn't you?
No, that was 2024.
Oh, was it? Okay.
That was December of 2024, I believe.
Oh yeah, a year ish, close to a year. We can call it. We can round that to a year, right?
Yeah, it was about a year ago when I gave away the 100 mil. Maybe I'll do that again. We'll see. But I gotta think of some more ways to give away my money. Yeah. I can't be a dragon hoarding it all.
Just I don't know. Ask the HO if you can just sacrifice it, just burn it. Basically.
Well, no, I gotta make them work for it.
Aye.
Like I did the media and graphics last time, so maybe I'll do something like that, or maybe I'll do a podcast thing or something like that.
Troy, no lotteries. That's illegal.
No lotteries though. No, we'll make Rich spin the wheel a bunch of times to give away money.
Next week. It's not 100%, but I'm gonna try. I think we're gonna have Hiffo on.
We have to. I have to do my GM rankings.
Yeah, that's the next week. The Luke's GM rankings, which we're all ever very excited for.
We're all excited for it.
Did you do just the current like active or
just the active ones, not all time?
Okay, not all time, but I thought maybe you'd be like recent ones or like if somebody
No, it's all the ones that are currently active.
Okay.
If you want to show them the beginning.
You want to put up the very first?
The very first slide. I'll do the S tier ones.
Okay.
I'll
this
do
this is gonna take me a while because like getting this.
No, you're good.
Right away is like.
I won't do the S tier ones, but I'll show what my S tier GMs are.
This takes me a while to set. I know. Yeah. Did you put it up? No.
Yeah.
I don't see it. What am I doing?
Also, you gotta learn for next season, or for next week how you're gonna do this. So it's more of a training for you.
Yeah. Every time we
hold on.
Okay. Every time we do this, it takes me a while to figure it out because it's awkward.
Okay.
Okay. So if I do that,
we're learning for next week as well.
Take it out of full screen now. Hold on. So okay, and now if I do this, does that work? We see that?
Yes, we do see that. Perfect. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do for next week.
Yeah.
So yeah, these are my. It's 30, 34, 35 slides. So.
I love that you've altered the SHL logo. It's perfect.
Well, these are all the SHL logos that I collected.
Oh,
one we got the
yeah,
West Kendall platoon with
What's that in the bottom right?
With that's Andre, clean Andre.
You would not have put that together at all.
I know it's a deep cut.
Yeah, it's very
Top
deep.
right is one of the original logos that I found. The West Kendall platoon was one that I found in a I
Yeah.
forget where I found it, but it's very funny. The
That
top
was
left one is the one of the SHL logos before we switched to the new one, but with GM on it for GM chat, and then the bottom left is obviously the newest one that Drunken Teddy made. But yeah, and then bro, we have animations. You know,
Oh,
we
look
have
at
a little
this.
preamble.
Such production quality. It's incredible.
I know, right? And I have my criteria, which is based off of myself, my vibes on how a GM should be, and then the history, drafting, et cetera, and then with the base rankings, which every GM starts off on C tier, and then they go up or down
Oh, they have
depending on.
to. Okay.
Yeah, and then does it even matter? No, but it's fun anyway. But yeah, I'll give a little. We have the S tier GMs, and that'll be the good stopping point for
Okay.
next week.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil. Okay. Get off that. There we go. Okay.
But we got
You
the
put
four.
yourself in S tier. God, why?
Yes, of course.
Unreal. Oh my
Bro.
goodness.
You gotta have some self-serving, you know.
You could just not put yourself. I don't know. Listen,
No,
it's fine.
I'm so humble, you know. S tier.
All right. That does put us over an hour. So unless is anybody NoFace, do you have anything you want to? I should have asked this initially. I don't know why I did, but was there anything you wanted to talk about? I'm a great host. Listen, I'm a great host. Right?
No. I think I'm all good. To be fair, I've got sort of like questions about like the match engine and whatnot, but I'll save those for next time when that happens, whenever it does.
Yeah.
All you gotta worry about is it's ass, but it's sometimes pretty good.
It's good when you win. It's horrible when you lose.
But vague enough, but still answers my question. I appreciate it. And on a completely separate note, just off the top of my head, it just came to me. I just wanted to tell everyone how swag Kari is. That was just something that I felt was important. It came to me. I was supposed to mention it at the
This feels
beginning,
organic.
and it
Yeah,
just
I believe
yeah,
I disagree.
it just came to me, and it's just
It just came to
something
you via
really
DM.
close to my heart, and it's just something that I wanted to get across.
Oh my god. Actually, would you draft Kari if she was a worm?
If a worm,
Yeah, if she was a worm, would you draft her?
Is the worm still able to do ACs and PTs?
This is exactly what Luke said.
She's able to do ACs and PTs, or she's able to do ACs and trainings, but no PTs.
I would still trade everything up to take her first overall.
Now you're just pandering.
Absolutely.
Now you're just pandering.
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
That's next week. That's next week when you're on.
Yeah.
But I don't think I had anything particular I wanted to ask, to be fair. I don't think I know enough about the recreates to really have much thoughts on that.
Actually, name the worst recreate. Name the shittiest recreate in the first round, specifically.
I don't even know which. Give me a list.
You got Grum, you have Slicer, you have Enigmatic, you have G2, you have Zeegle, you have Operation Ivy, you have Zerg, you have Brandon, you have Juho, you have Salming, you have Tom Tommen, and you have Rich.
Okay, it's gonna have to be Rich then.
Okay, other than Rich.
I do think we need to call out Enigmatic for not joining the 87 draft class Discord though.
Oh, that could be your worst.
Come on.
There we go. Yeah, that would be the worst then. Yeah, perfect. I appreciate the easy out. That's the high level sort of hosting that I aspire to achieve one day.
Actually, I'm pretty sure she didn't, right? Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I think she didn't. I don't know. Anyway,
she did not.
Okay. Been big Enigmatic fan here, by the way. So
no, we hate
not
her, right?
Actually. I did, Troy. Troy, get out of here with your I don't know, fake news podcast.
Who do you guys think had the best draft this season then?
New England.
if it's not New England?
San Francisco. San Francisco.
San
Okay,
Francisco's
why's
quite
that?
good. San Francisco and
I
Chicago
think
are probably my
in
favorite.
terms of resetting the culture, like I know Chicago will be fine. They drafted Slicer, they drafted you. They'll be fine. But for San Francisco, after you know they're really dead locker room, not having a lot of prospects, they really needed this reset. I think having those two people in Lester Soul and El Poppy and then Hexagon as well will be like a really core piece of what they actually want to build.
Yeah, they did well. I think. I agree. Well, anything from chat? Anything from chat? I don't want to keep NoFace too long because I know it's
No,
getting
let's
late.
go another
So
2 hours so that he stays up even later.
what do you like? Is it 10 there about?
Yeah, it's just gone
Yeah.
past 10, so it's
Okay.
not
Yeah,
actually that
it's not
late,
that bad,
to be
man.
It's
fair.
not terrible.
Oh,
It's
he's got to
really
wake
not.
up at 6, get on the tube, go to wherever.
Oh yeah, as my job of a bottle of water drinker. Yeah, is that?
Yeah, exactly. He needs to go on the Piccadilly line, do whatever,
That's it. Yeah, get home early so I can have roast dinner. I want to say the Queen because that's how it normally goes, but she's been dead for a while now with the King.
Yeah, you gotta go to Cheeky Nando's real quick.
Cheeky
Get
Nando's, yeah,
get.
in my little thatched cottage in the countryside.
Mhm.
You know,
Actually, what's your go-to Nando's order?
um, I'm not massive on Nando's to be honest with you, and
Interesting.
I'm also gonna absolutely take a load of flack now, but it would have to be the imitator wrap because I'm vegetarian, so that cuts off
Oh,
90% of the
okay. You know what?
menu.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
What
I can't
what
really.
about Greg's? What about Greg's? Where should you go to at Greg's?
Um, to be honest, the Greg's pizza slices, I don't know what they put in the sauce. It must be crack cocaine of some sort, but Greg's
Gotcha.
should not have pizza as good as it does. It's got like a
And
sort of like a focaccia base, and just like whatever they put in the sauce is incredible.
and then for your Tesco meal deal, what are we getting?
So they've recently started doing crispy creme donuts as part of the meal deal, so that's been an absolute game changer. It is
Gotcha.
only the basic, like the glazed one, but still, but that's 10 out of 10 snack. Drink, it depends. I'm gonna say either Dr. Pepper or Fanta Fruit Twist. They're probably my
Hmm.
go-tos.
Okay, okay.
Sandwich, there's like a hoisin duck, like a fake hoisin duck one that's quite
Huh.
nice. So that would probably be, yeah, hoisin duck, Fanta Fruit Twist, and a glazed crispy creme donut.
Good. That's always good to hear. Okay. That's good. All right.
Nice.
That's all the questions I had.
Perfect.
English-based questions.
Uh,
More
all
than
right.
happy to be on as a culture pick, hitting those diversity quotas.
Listen, there's
I'm
not too
happy to be
many.
here.
There's only like a handful of British people that live in Britain that are in SHL, so
I know the
you
whole
gotta ask
league
the
is
hard hitting
like
questions.
American based. All the matches and all the drafts are at like 2 in the morning. All the locker
Yeah.
rooms are like really active when I'm asleep, and then I wake up and then there's just nothing.
Well, luckily,
It's just
we got people from like Finland and Sweden and Germany and stuff like that. So, there's a decent amount of people that are awake. Like I know Snusu. I don't know if you know Snusu, but he's Finnish. Marshy's German. Toman's German. Um, Big Z's German. So we got a whole bunch of Carpy's from Denmark. I want to say somewhere.
I
It's
don't
like
remember.
we
I
got a lot
should
of
know
people
too.
on Euro time.
It'd be interesting to see the
And
demographics. I think on SSL, I think it's like 51% American. I
yeah,
think. I imagine SHL would be, I don't know. I mean, what percent? 75, 80% maybe, do you reckon? It seems.
probably. Yeah, because it's mostly European, and then we have like maybe 3 Australians and New
Nice.
Zealanders, maybe
Shout
4.
out Australia.
So, um, Asolap, who's the GM of Phillies, originally from New Zealand, but he's in London.
Oh, cool.
Nice. Well, I think we should call it there. What do you guys think?
Yeah, yeah, we have HFFO on next week, right? We can do my
I haven't like confirmed it, but like
GM
that's the
tiers.
plan. So
Okay, I'm confirming it.
okay.
get his ass on.
I didn't tell him like I'm sure he has a rough idea of what time we would normally go, but I haven't like communicated that stuff yet to make sure it's good. So I didn't want to
Don't
like.
worry, I just added. We added him. Don't worry.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thanks for everybody in chat. We appreciate you hanging out. Makes it way more fun when there's lots going on and people talking and stuff. Thank you to NoFace for joining us.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, it was fun. It was a good time. Appreciate you taking the time. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna see you next week. Cool.
Yeah. Well, it's the renaissance of the Rich and Luke podcast.
back.
We'll get to 200
Until I get bored again.
True.
All right.
All right. See you guys.